G'day everyone, Jaimunji here. The time has finally come, and it goes to show good things happen to those who wait. We finally have our interview with Chris Harms from Lord of the Lost. This was a very special one to me, and I know you guys are going to absolutely love it, so enjoy.
Hey.
G'day mate, how are we?
Oh, it's you. I didn't know it's you. I just click a Zoom link one after the other, and then it's like just random people I never saw. Hey,
Hey,
cool. Good to
yeah.
see you.
No, it's good to see you. I feel like this has kind of
Yeah.
been a long time in the making, this one.
Yeah. We never had an interview.
No, no.
Just yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't remember who I've spoken to or not because like in 2023 we did 900 interviews, like in the Eurovision time. And at this time my brain just went like, I don't remember these things anymore if I had an interview with someone or not. So
Mate, look, I
yeah.
completely understand. No offense taken. It's you're a busy man. You're a busy man, and that's a good thing. It's a good problem to be busy because you guys have just kind of taken the world by storm over the last few years. How do you feel after all this?
Well, I mean it actually feels good that this storm has a little calmed down. I mean it's not like we're doing so many things. We have so much things being planned, and it still feels super busy, but it feels somehow manageable.
Hmm.
There were times where I was so overwhelmed that I felt like the things that were happening at the very moment, I felt like I would need like half a year to process them. At the moment, I can kind of keep the pace of what's happening. Back then it remembered me of this one book. I don't remember the title and I don't remember if it was like a fictional story or not. But there was this Native American guy who was flown to another country, another place for the first time, and he stepped out of the plane and sat down on the airfield,
Yeah.
and they asked him what's wrong, and he said like, my body is here, but my spirit is not. I have to wait for it. And at those times, I felt a little like that, in a positive way though, because it was overwhelming, but it was good overwhelming. If you tour, if you have Eurovision as some kind of Iron Maiden tour sandwich, it was like the Iron Maiden tour was the sandwich, and Eurovision was in the middle. That was just crazy.
Yeah.
So I feel a little. I'm back home, and this being said, from summer 2026 on, we will take a live break for at least 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for now, if you want to see us on tour, it's no trick to sell tickets. It's really like we need a break. Not a break from a lot of Lost. We will work on stuff on our next record, which is already in planning, of course.
Yep.
Although we're here to talk about OPVS NOIR. But it will we need some time off. Unless if we're being asked by one of the big bands out there if we're gonna join them on tour. Of course, this will be more important than a live break. But for own tours, except for Lordfest,
Yep.
we need a break.
Yeah, and look, that's fair enough. You guys have been nonstop, truly nonstop. And like Iron Maiden, Eurovision, it's not just that you were busy. These were such huge events to take in,
Oh
life-changing
yeah.
tours, life-changing press. You went from Eurovision, the whole world knew who you were overnight. That's just something that a lot of bands, especially in the metal world, never get to experience. So it kind of makes sense that you want to take a bit of a break, but you're not taking that break yet. We've got new albums coming up very
Yeah.
shortly. How 33 songs over 3 albums. Was that always the plan, or did you guys just keep
No.
writing, writing, writing? Yeah.
It wasn't not the plan at all. We really sat down and we said, this time let's just do a normal album.
Mm.
Because the Blood and Glitter is also it has a very strong visual concept, but in a sense it's a normal album. But it didn't happen under normal circumstances. We did it at the end of when COVID kind of was
Yeah.
tiding down a bit. This time we just said, hey, we had so much stuff going on, and let's just do a normal album. We have some kind of emotional concept to it. It's a little like this cellar door to our soul, but there's no not one story we follow like for Judas or some mythology for Thornstar or whatever. It's just like, let's just do normal album. Let's do 10 to 13 songs. And we started writing actively 1.5 years ago in January 2024. And we said like, let's just do 1 year of songwriting. Besides all the tours, songwriting, at the end of the year, we hit the studio and we record the best songs. And in the middle of the year, we ended up with like 20 something songs and we didn't feel like we want to throw any of them away. And then we just kept on going. And we didn't want to produce bonus material. It's always, it feels so wrong. You know, you put all your heart in it and then you have to say, you are a B song and you will only be listened by 1,000 people that buy the box. And then you come out 1 year later on Spotify and no one cares anymore. It doesn't feel right. From now on, we won't do that anymore. Bonus will be instrumentals, acoustic versions, remixes, some special edits, whatever. But I don't want to produce, you know, I don't want to. It's like it's like having kids, you know. You want to say like you're just a B kid, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want that. So no, it wasn't always a plan. And this is why when you say albums, you really have to put that in brackets because we count Opus Noir as one album. Wikipedia will says otherwise later, but we count it as one album. This is why, you know, part two, volume two comes in December, volume two in volume three in April. It's all very close together. So us and also the fans, all of us, we don't lose contact to it. So, like, let's say, like, you know, with the Avatar movies, you had to wait, like, I don't know, 10 years or something, and you were like, okay, I need to watch the first part again. What was it about, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's a very smart way of doing it because in this day and age of digital media and Spotify and everything, if you did release 33 songs at once, there's a good chance that people might accidentally skip over some that, you know, could be their absolute favorite. So to stagger the release out
Yeah.
is just a brilliant idea because it makes everything feel a bit more special. It's not like, here's the 5 singles we did music videos for, but here's the rest of the songs over here. It
Yeah.
gives everyone a breathing room to absorb it all, take it all in. So it was a very smart way of doing it.
It's smart, but it's also stupid because, you know, when you produce so many songs with the budget for one, if we produce 3 albums with the budget for 1 album, like 14 music videos with the budget for 3 or 4, that doesn't work. Then you produce mediocrity. So you have to put in a lot more of your own money. So we were just really like, we're so invested literally in this. So this is why we actually did that. We do it all for the art, and it's yes, it's smart, but it's actually stupid because also with production costs and everything, it's just more expensive for everybody, also for the fans. If they really like it, they need to buy all 3 of them, which is wait, I have to show you this because I just opened it a minute ago.
Oh,
I just did the unboxing and I love it so much. I need to show you because
yeah, show me.
there's not gonna be a box edition or a big yearbook edition or whatever for volume 2 and 3. We just do it once for volume 1 because it's for all 3 volumes. If you open the box or if you open this yearbook, which is like a vinyl only with CDs, what you find here, you find volume 1. This is a CD. And these are placeholders, cardboard placeholders for volume 2 and 3. And already the release date, you already have it. And you have all songs here. You have all lyrics for all 33 songs already. So it's like the full album, but you just have to fill it with the music bit by bit. And to make it most affordable for people, you can then later buy volume 2 and 3 if you want to, if you don't want a standalone vinyl CD, whatever edition. If you just want to fill the collector's edition, you just buy it in an envelope. You know these kind of envelopes when Netflix and Amazon had like a postal service video thing, they sent you DVDs and you sent them back. You know, you just buy it, and so this will be like the cheapest, I don't know how much, but it's like the cheapest it can get. You just have the envelope and the CD, and then you just put it in there. And this also makes more clear that we count this as one album with just three parts. And of course, it's a mean teaser, because if you look at the back and you see all the songs and like 15 guests and so many amazing people that we work together with, you know, like Wednesday 13 and I Am X and Infected Rain and you name them. So many people. And you're actually like, if you buy this, I'm sure you're going to be like, fuck, I need the rest. And, yeah, I'm just excited to show you, because I just opened that for an unboxing, and yeah,
I'm excited myself, and it is one of those things. And everyone I've talked to, because I got to speak to Wednesday 13, I think the day after you guys released, he was going to be on it, and he just said the best things. He said this was so much fun. You guys work so well together. So it's teasing me that I know it's coming out, and it's even a bigger tease because I'm going to have the lyrics. I'm going to be able to read the lyrics to songs that I haven't heard yet. So it's almost like a movie trailer in a way. It's kind of hyping everything up before it comes along. So
it is.
I like that.
And because of that, it also makes sense to not wait 2 years until every volume comes. Hey, one thing, this little guy I see in the back there with the yellow eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so funny. I just, a couple of days back, I watched one of your reaction videos, I think for Ghosts. And I watched it together with my son. He's 14. Yeah. And he didn't really care about your reaction or about our music video. He's seen it lots of times, but he was like, oh, this dude in the back there, that's from a game.
Yes. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Wow, that's an old game too. That was before his time as well. But yeah, no, I love that. I love that thing. My wife.
Yeah, but he's very much into like the real old games. What he wanted for his 14th birthday, he wanted an original Game Boy. And I actually found an original 1989 Game Boy with some games for him. He's sitting there, and I bought two so we can like play together. And yeah, that's actually funny to see this, because he was watching, he was just caring for that, which was pretty sweet actually.
I love that. That's cute.
And he was like, where does he come from? It sounds like a weird mixture of American and British. It was like, yeah, it's not. And he was like, but it tends to be a little more British than American. I was like, yeah, also right.
Very much right. It's like it's British but lazier. That's the Australian accent. We abbreviate everything. It's just it's one of those ones. That's cool. I'm glad you enjoyed, but I'm glad you pointed that out, because I love it when everyone points that thing out. That's one of my coolest things I own in the house. I love it. But that's cool. I love that.
And I love you. I'm loving your hat. I'm gonna visit them today. They're playing like 3 hours away from my home, and I'm gonna say hello and go there today.
I'm jealous. I'm very excited. I'm going to go see them in Frankfurt in a couple of weeks. So I'm very excited.
All right, you're coming to Germany. Are you doing some festival hopping or?
Yeah, doing a little bit. Just I didn't have a lot of free time, so I'm coming over Wacken, a couple of ones around there. But the big one, I really wanted to see Iron Maiden on this tour, because it's such a legendary set, and I could not miss that. It's
I'm gonna be at Wacken as well for like 2 days or something, for some interviews and whatever, because it's pretty much. Yeah, it's close to my hometown. You know, from Hamburg, you go there like half an hour, a little more, depending on. Of course, if it's Wacken, then it takes longer. All the streets are full, but yeah.
No, that's exciting. That's cool. I might even bump into you again there. But where I definitely will bump into you is the Australian tour. I'm so glad that got rescheduled and got back on track. How are you guys feeling? Because everyone was so hyped when that original tour came about.
Oh man, it's like pre-sales were really well. I mean, for Australia, you know, like of course it doesn't compare to Middle Europe or like the countries we play in for many years, but. We sold like, I don't know, 200, 300 tickets in the first week for each city, which in our world, for a country on the other side of the world, is a lot.
Yeah.
And so you see there's actually more than like a handful of people that want to see you. And we were so excited, because also privately, it's a country I always wanted to go. Some friends of mine moved to Australia over the years. My best friend from school directly moved there after school to become a scuba diver instructor. And all these kinds of things, and I always wanted to see it. It's one of the places where I always felt like I want to go there. Actually, want to stay there for a while. And then this tour got booked, and then what happened was
Yeah.
something that every band needs in their autobiography or, or in their biopic later. It's the promoter, running away with the people's money and
Mhm.
no one's getting the money back. And this time we found people who are really trustworthy, hardline,
Yes.
who
Doug.
work with all the big bands, and it's impossible that this happens again. And yeah, most people understood. Of course, some were pissed because for some people, it's always the band's fault. They were like, I paid $50 for a ticket and I'm not gonna give it back. And we were like, yeah, we paid 15,000 on flights and we're not gonna get it back. So it's even worse for us. I feel you, brother, but what should I do? Yeah, give me back my money. I was like, yep, bro. So this time, thank you everybody out there for understanding. It wasn't our fault. These things sadly happen, especially when you try to book a tour on the other side of the world. And I'm so much looking forward to escape the Hamburg rainy, cold winter in February and actually go to a hot place because I like it hot.
Well, you're coming at the right time. Because you were originally going to come down end of January, February last time. You're coming down February. I'm like, they must really like the heat because they're coming in the hottest time it can be in Australia. So
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, we come there because it's the only time possible. You
Mm,
know, like this year we couldn't make it happen. We have stuff in the UK and blah 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 blah. And I'm also like, I don't want to be away from home for months
yeah.
until my kid is a grown up. I then I don't care. But until my kid is a grown up, I don't want to be away for too long. Then we have in early 2026, we have USA and Canada, followed by a big tour in Europe, which is
Yeah.
not announced yet, with like 20 countries.
Oh, wow.
So in between, we have a little space for Australia, you know.
Yeah.
So it was actually the only time, and then we are on a life break. We were on a break. So,
Well, it's going to be interesting. You'll come back for the European tour and you'll all be tanned and everything from staying down in this Australian sun. So it'll be a good look for you. Maybe the next theme on the album can be a surfy kind of gimmick.
yeah, you will barely see me in the open sun. I love sunshine, and it's so weird. I love to be inside when the sun out there is shining because I just love the light temperature.
Mm.
I love the evening sun and I love summery nights. I love sunsets. I love sunrises. But like, you will never see me on a beach like frying in the sun. It's just something I cannot do. But still, I love summer and the heat. But I always need to be in the shade. So in the shade. Do you say shade or
Yeah.
shadow in this case?
Shade. Yeah, shade. I'd say shade. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, being the
Because
shade.
I throw a shadow, but I will be in the shade of something else.
Yes,
Is that right?
exactly. Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if I'm in the shadow of something else, it's kind of sounds dangerous.
It does.
Or
It
okay.
sounds like something's coming to get you. Where shade is,
Uh,
it's interesting because it's really the same thing because you get shade off a tree, but at the same time, that's just the tree's shadow. So they're
yes,
really kind of the same. I've never thought about that before, but it is the same
but
exact thing.
that's kind of if I think about it, it's kind of shady.
Yeah.
Oh, I, every day is a school day here.
Yeah, that's it. No, if you're
Thank
not learning.
you. Learning Australian with Jaimunji.
Oh mate, I cannot wait. And the reception as well for the tour. I don't know if you've seen online as well, but even on my reaction videos, people are so excited that you guys
Yeah.
got a much bigger fan base down here. I remember going to Black Veil Brides not too long ago, and I saw a bunch of the No Respect for Disrespect
Oh,
t-shirts in the
really?
crowd and everything. So it's good. You've got that global reach now, and it just shows you.
I haven't checked pre-sale so far. I didn't get any info. So I'm excited to see what's happening. Yeah.
I'll give you a little
But
sneak
still a while
preview.
ago.
I know the meet and greets for all your shows sold out in about 10 minutes for the
Oh, we have meet and
pre-sale.
greets. Cool. Didn't know that. Nice. Woohoo. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. So you'll get to meet some people as well. But no, it's
Yeah.
very exciting and it's good. I kind of like that coming down in February because at least two parts of the album will be out. Do you? It's probably too far in advance, but have you guys kind of worked out what songs you want to play leading up to it? Because you're obviously not going to start playing them all straight away. You kind of want to drip feed it into the set list, I imagine.
From
Or
Opus Noir, like
yeah,
the great thing is when we are in Australia, it's February and the album comes in April. So first singles of volume 3 will be out already. So we can actually put like songs from all 3 volumes in it. So far we have chosen which songs to play from volume 1 and 2, and we had our, like yearly big rehearsal. We do that like once a year to prepare everything. Then we might have like little rehearsals in between shortly before tours.
Yep.
But we always want to have like the repertoire for like the whole year. We have that clear. But when you're coming to a country for a first time, we will have to mix it a lot with like the all-time favorites. I wouldn't want to play some super special set with just 80% Opus Noir. That wouldn't feel fair. You come there, you need to play stuff from all the albums and also like some of the old songs, like Dry the Rain and everything, because the people need a lot of lost hits, and they deserve that. And so they will get some kind of best of with some of Opus Noir songs in between.
Oh, I think the people are going to be very happy to hear that at the end of the day as well. It's going to be a special show. I'm looking forward to it as well. And it's great that you did mention, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, February, you should have some singles out by then. It's not like the Blood and Glitter situation where you drop the single and then 3 days later the whole album came out. Was that?
Yeah,
let's go back
crazy.
to that. Was that because I know with Judas, you released so many videos leading up to it, and then Blood and Glitter, you just dropped it. Was that?
Yeah.
Were you just kind of sick of the process and just want to be like, here's the song, here's the album? Yeah, I thought so.
2 things, 3 things. First, we were sick of the promotional stuff. Like of course the marketing, you need to do that, and we now happily we do that again because we had a little break from that. But for Judas, we had like 4, 5, 6 months, and when the album came out, we were like, oh. Okay, we were just happy it was out, but the magic was gone. And we wanted to feel the magic more simultaneously with the people, because you cannot forget when the album comes out, it's done for half a year, 1 year already anyway. And then you do all the promotional stuff. And so this was the first thing. The second was we wanted to surprise people and really just try something else to break the system, because then you talk to the label, they have the strategies, and then they do all this stuff again with the other bands because it works. So we were kind of forcing our label to let's try something different. This never change a running system, I think it's wrong. You always need to change the system to actually be able to find something. Maybe you fail, then you can analyze why, and then you can make it better next time. You won't get anywhere if you never change your system. And so they agreed to do this, and but they said like, hey, it's gonna be a flop. It's not gonna work. It's not even gonna hit the top 40 in Germany. We're like, yeah, so be it, but we want the magic. And this is point 3. This magic, which I felt when I was young, there was no internet. I was walking through, or barely internet. It was just, in the beginning, you were walking through your hometown, and then you see a poster and you say, like, oh, my favorite band or some band I like is releasing an album. It's coming like next week. Woohoo! And then you go home, and maybe on MTV, if you're lucky, you see a music video, and then you're super hyped, and you're sitting in front of your stereo trying to wait on the radio until maybe that song comes to record it on tape, or you go to a CD store, and maybe it's been a maxi CD, a single which you could buy. And that was all you had. And if you were lucky, they were kept featured in some magazine. And then the album came out, and you had it in your hands with your heart pounding and sweaty hands, putting it in and listening to it. And you were so not spoiled by everything beforehand, videos, singles, blah, 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 reels, all day. You had this pure magic. And we wanted to give this to people and to us. Even if it might have been a flop. It wasn't. It went straight on #1 in Germany after no promo at all in just 6 days. And the bonus point here is Christmas is like the day, or the days around Christmas are the days, especially in the northern hemisphere, where it's dark, with like the most suicidal rates, people hurting themselves and whatever. And there's so many people that are not that privileged to have the chance to be together with their families on Christmas. And, I'm not a believer. I don't do this for religious reasons, but I love this gathering of the family and everybody's happy and giving each other presents. There's people being alone at home, depressive, sick, suffering from whatever. And we thought, like, if we put out a song on Christmas Eve with a video and telling these people in 6 days there's going to be an album, maybe it kind of give them some hope and some light and some happiness. And it actually did for many people. And I think it was just a great surprise. And 6 days later, there was the record. So that was the story behind that.
Yeah, no, and you're right. It was really magical. And I do remember, and I've got some friends, and they live in other countries and they're alone on Christmas. And they said, oh, this is the best Christmas present I could have asked for. And I thought, that's exactly what the guys wanted. So it's just a beautiful thing that you can kind of do something and reach out, because that's the power of art and music at the end of the day, because you can touch people's lives that you've never met. And it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and also it actually changed the system also at Napalm Records for some things to we're like, okay, wow, this worked. Let's find maybe new and more alternative and inspiring, more creative plans to market some albums. This time we said like, let's do it old school, like we did all these like old new school, like with all the real stuff. We're like, yeah, why not? This time we feel like it. Let's do it. And for the next time, what I would really love one day would be like a real shadow drop, Eminem style. No one knows. There's not even a video. It's just there on Spotify. And you don't even tell people. One person will find it and then it will go around. This would be funny. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe one day.
Well, you've got time, You've got the big album coming out now, and
but
you never know.
it's a different thing if you're on an Eminem level. That's like one of the few in the world that they put it out and then everybody knows it. If him or Lady Gaga or like people on that level do that, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
So, but who knows?
The one thing not to do is what U2 did and download it to everyone's iPhone, because that did not go the way they planned that was going to go. I can remember everyone. Did that happen Did that happen when you know the band U2, Bono, Edge? They years ago.
U2,
yeah. When the album would just download to everyone's iPhone.
Oh yeah, without being asked.
Yeah, and you can't get rid of it.
And wow. What was the title? Intrusive?
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, but that was like 15 years ago or something.
Yeah.
There was some, that's weird. Wow. Yeah, I forgot about was it U2 or Radiohead? It was U2, right?
It was U2. Yeah, it was U2.
Because somehow Radiohead rings a bell, like they did something similar, but yeah, I might be wrong. Whatever. Yeah, that's interesting. You just force people to listen to it. You cannot unlock your iPhone until you listen to this one. Go.
Oh, look, they might try to get in another 10 years when everyone's forgotten about the U2 thing. Some artists will come around, they'll go, oh, let's see if it works this time, but you never know. But Chris, I don't want to hold you up. I know you've got other interviews after me. You're a busy man. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the album. I've had the chance to listen to it. It's fantastic. I didn't want to give too much away. I loved it. The guest features were perfect. It just gets me more excited for what's coming up next. Well done.
Well, actually, the next thing will be a video for Light Can Only Shine in the Darkness, which is a song with Lord of Lost and Within Temptation. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to your reaction.
Yes, no, it'll definitely be up and it will probably be the first like normal. But mate, I look forward to it and I'll see you when you come down under. Very excited. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.